So this is the problem statement number 13 or experiment number 13, and it says write a Java program to calculate the area of the rectangle, a square and a circle. Create an abstract class shape with three abstract method: rectangle area, uh, take taking two parameters, square area and circle area taking one parameter each. Now create another class, that is area, containing all the three methods: rectangle area, square area and circle area, for printing the area of rectangle, square and circle respectively. Create an object of class area and call all the three methods. Use runtime polymorphism. So how we are going to do is, let us just create a class with the name calculate area and just tick on the public static void main, and here you have your class calculate area. So let us just first create an abstract class as it was told in the problem statement, that would be named shape. So let us just put some curly braces and then say abstract double, that is for the rectangle area. In the camel case notation, inside it you have to give parameters double len for length and double br for breadth, because the area of the rectangle is length into breadth. Now let us just take another abstract double square area. It is going to for the square, and you know what is the area of the square is, side into side. Then the third one, abstract double circle area, would be pi r square as you know it. So we have just one variable, that is radius, so we are going to take double radius as the parameter. Now I just have to fill the main method. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just working smartly. So I would say shape for the shape, and I'm just going to instantiate an object without a class, and afterwards I would be creating a class for this uh, object, that is area. So what I'm going to do is, I have to print this rectangle area. So system.out.println, and within the brackets I would say rectangle area and then the colon and slash n. Then inside the bracket itself I would concatenate the object I have taken, so plus and then some space s dot rectangle area, and inside it I have to give the parameters I have taken, that I would get simply, that is 10 into 10 for just for checking. And then I was end this line by terminator. I would copy the first line and print it three times, because I have to calculate the area of three polygons. So system.out.println, second one would be for the square area, and the third one would be for this circle area. And let me just correct the values I have taken, that is s dot square area and s dot circle area, and the numerical digit inside the square area, that would be also simple, and that would be that I am giving 6. And for the circle I am taking decimal values, that would be 5.5 for the radius. As you can see that area has the red line. So what I am going to do is, I have to create a object, that is class area, that is the extension of this shape class, and then inside it I would be giving double. For this one is going simply it's going for the rectangle area, so double rectangle area, and then double length comma double breadth, and in the next line I would have to in the next line I would say this would return length into breadth. See how simple it is. Similar for the second one, that is going to be double square area and double, this would be for the side, and the curly braces started. In the next line I would say return side into side, because side into side gives the area of the square, and then double for the circle. This is the third polygon we have taken, so double circle area, and I would say double, this is going for the radius, and I have to return 22.0 by 7.0 because these are for the decimal values, into radius, and then the terminator. See, I just saw that area is having this red line. Let me just check my program. I think, yeah, I have written something wrong. So rectangle area I have written wrong here. So I would be writing square area, and now this that error has gone. So these are our three sections of a program where we have taken an abstract class, then the abstract method, and then I am going to implement this program. I just have to take the system.out.println line because it was unnecessary, and then I would see that by running this program, okay, just have to delete this slash n. This is not what I wanted. Okay, this is a clearer console image. You can see at the bottom of the monitor screen. You can see the rectangle area that is going to be 100.0, then the square area that is I have given side by side, that is 6 into 6, that would be 36, and then the circle area there you can calculate it by yourself. We have successfully deployed this program, so let us just see the another problem statement. This would be done by you in your as your assignment of the lab, and you would be submitting it to me afterwards. So let us just have a look at the problem statement 14. So what does it say? It says write a Java program to implement abstract class and abstract method with the following details. So we have a so we say that create a abstract base class that would be temperature, and now the data members would be double temp, and method members would be void set temp data, that would be having data type double inside it, and then the abstract void change temp. Then subclass is Fahrenheit, and it will be having subclass of temperature. Then the data members, that would be double C temp. Now here's the catch. Inside it, the method members, after it the method member says override abstract method change temp method to convert Fahrenheit temperature into degree Celsius by using formula C equals to 5 by 9 into F minus 32, and display converted temperature. After that, subclass Celsius, that would be subclass of temperature. Data member, it would be having double F temp. Now second thing, method members. Inside the method member we have override abstract method change temp method to convert degree Celsius into Fahrenheit. First one was the Fahrenheit temperature into degree Celsius. This is for the degree Celsius into Fahrenheit temperature by using formula F equals to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32, and temperature and display converted temperature. So if you weren't able to understand this problem statement, just pause the video and just go through it. You would understand what you have to do. It would be simple for you to do it. So just try, guys, and complete your assignment on time and just submit it to me. Thank you, guys. This is it for today. So we will discuss about interfaces in the next session. So bye, guys. Thank you for coming. Have a good day.